What up, what up, what up, fam? This is yours truly, MJ Worthmore, LegalConArtist.com, and I want to say thank you for watching this video. You are probably watching this video because you either purchased a copy of my ebook, or you're a part of my mentorship program, or you're in my business. Either way it goes, you're more than likely watching this specific video right now because you want to know which broker I chose to use as a professional trader, why I chose to use them, and what that means for you more specifically. So I want to talk to you really quickly about which broker I use, why, so that way you can have my, I guess, my thought process, and also so you can see where to get the information for yourself so that you can make an informed decision and have the best trading experience possible. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and let you see exactly who it is that I chose to be my broker. You should be able to see my screen now. So we just go to a quick Google search, and the company I chose is Prosperity FX. Now, Prosperity FX, who are they? Why? So Prosperity FX is actually a brokerage platform that I was introduced to by my mentor, who is also a six-figure monthly income earner via trading. And he let me know that Prosperity was a great company to get involved with, primarily because they are, well, not primarily, but one of the main reasons is they are a London-based brokerage firm, and London is the financial capital of the world. So that's a really big deal for me as a trader and for you as a trader, because you definitely want to be a part of something where there's a lot of financial stability, and it's not some brokerage that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. So I went ahead and just typed in Prosperity FX in my Google search. I could, just tell you, go ahead and do the same. But I want to show you really quickly some of the reasons why I chose to go with them specifically outside of just my mentor's recommendation. Okay. So if we click on About Prosperity, you will see one of the main things that I really love about these guys is the fact that they truly are thinking about the trader's personal experience. One thing that you'll learn as a professional trader and as a legal con artist is that 90% of trading is about the psychology of the trader and the experience that the trader is having. The rest is just technical and fundamental analysis, which is pretty simple. I mean, buy from resistance. Buy from support, sell from resistance. Like, it's, understanding a couple candlestick patterns, understand some price action, you're in the money. Just learn how to control your emotions and you're pretty good to go. But the trader experience has a lot to do with your level of comfort and your level of feeling secure with your brokerage. So the reason why I chose Prosperity is because it's actually a platform that I believe was truly designed with us in mind. One of the main things that I really love about these guys is that they're so beginner friendly. I started out with Prosperity as a complete rookie, complete novice, and it was very user friendly for me. I did play around with some of the other brokers, and I will tell you that my experience was not as good at all. Prosperity just feels like home for me specifically. One of the things that I love is the fact that they have 24/7 live support. I mean, I'm a guy that asks a lot of questions. I'm very inquisitive, and I'm not ashamed to ask for help. So if there was ever any issue that I had, if there was ever anything that I needed to know, anything that I needed to get done, or, if I had some type of concern, I could reach out to Prosperity. And I knew that, realistically speaking, within the business day, or within, just a matter of hours, I would be getting an actual phone call back from a representative. It wasn't one of those chat box things where I got to, email somebody back and forth 17,433 times. It would literally be a live person that spoke English. Are several legitimate ways for you to purchase Bitcoin. Since I'm here in the United States, the easiest way was via Cash App. But if you're not in the United States, you've got Instacoin, you've got crypto.com. There is a lot of ways for you to buy Bitcoin, but as long as you can purchase Bitcoin, you can use that Bitcoin and send that directly to Prosperity, and they will convert your Bitcoin to the currency of your choosing. Again, I live in the United States, but let's just say, my wife and I decided that we were going to go live in Europe for 6 months and we needed euro. We could actually trade and just have our Bitcoin converted to euro and have it sent to our account as euro. So that way we could spend money in Europe. You know what I mean? So that was a big thing for me, seeing that their funding methods was very streamlined, very simple, wasn't a long drawn out process. There wasn't a whole lot of rigmarole. Another thing that I really like, I want to show you guys really quickly, is the account types and some of the benefits for that. So with a live trading account with Prosperity, one of the biggest things for me is the ability to perform market execution orders. Market execution is basically when you're able to get right into a trade with instantaneous fulfillment at the price that your currency pairs at right then and there in the moment. That's huge for me because there are times when I can see a trade, like let's say, for example, somebody else will have to set a stop order where they basically need their trade to get to a certain point before it activates, or they need to have a limit order where they're expecting their trade to come down and bounce before it activates. Me personally, I like to use market execution because it allows me to see a trade and execute a trade with minimal drawdown, only because I've learned how to read charts and read price action. We'll talk about that in another video, I promise. But I'm able to hit market execution and instantaneously execute my trade. And the fulfillment is so quick that there's not a huge gap. So like, let's just say I wanted to buy UJ at 108.750. If I hit market execution at 108.750, my order gets fulfilled at 108.750, not 108.763, which is 13 whole pippets, 1.3 pips away. I mean, if I'm trading with a standard lot size, that's 13 bucks that I lost because I couldn't get my order fulfilled immediately. So I love that market execution piece. I love the leverage that they offer, right? See, leverage up to 500 to 1. You'll learn, whether it's in my book or in my class or by watching my videos, that having powerful leverage, having strong leverage is huge for a trader because it gives you the ability to earn profits that your own money wouldn't allow you to earn, right? It's like giving somebody buying power. That was another big one for me. The minimum trading size is a 0.01 lot size. They actually allow you to trade with a penny per pipet or a dime per pip. This is a good thing, especially for somebody who's a beginner trader who wants to build up their risk tolerance and things like that, or somebody who's got a small account. You want to be able to execute trades and get a rhythm and be able to get some wins without the drawdown blowing your account, depending on your account size. So being able to trade with a 0.01 lot size is huge for a novice trader or for a rookie trader. So once again, that just goes right back to that beginner friendly type of deal that they offer, right? Then let's just face it, you're going to get very good at trading. Let me say that to you again. You're going to get very good at trading. You're going to become a profitable trader, especially, and I don't say this to be cocky or anything, but especially if you're working directly with me, you're going to become an incredible trader. And as you grow and as your account grows, you'll be able to trade with bigger lot sizes. Imagine being a 7 or 8 figure trader and being able to trade with 1,000 standard lots, right? That's literally $10,000 per pip. Come on. I teach a strategy where you can literally walk away from the market with 20, 50, or even 100 pips every single day before 2 o'clock p.m., especially when you know what you're doing. And imagine just catching a 20 pip move and making $20,000 or $200,000. You're able to trade with lot sizes that big, as long as your account can handle it, of course, but you're able to trade with lot sizes that big with Prosperity. It's a huge thing, right? Of course, MT4 trading platform, everyone and their mama probably uses MT4 to execute their trades. It is scalping sensitive. You can scalp with this platform because there are some people that want to get in and out of the market in a matter of minutes, right? So you can actually execute a trade, watch your trade run into profit. And if you're trading with a decent enough lot size, if that's the money you wanted to make for the day, boom, execute the trade, you're done. You got your money. And Prosperity allows that. A lot of brokers don't necessarily allow scalping, right? Hedging is allowed. Hedging is your ability to be in both sides of the trade at the same time. Now, that's very advanced trading. You got to be really, really, really good to know what you're doing with that. But hedging is allowed with a certain level of discretion. I mean, you can't just be on both sides of the trade every single time, every single day, like you're some type of market maker or something like that. But within reason, you can hedge. Prosperity does allow that with their brokerage platform. And, that's just a few of the reasons, like I said, along with their customer service, the fact that they have 24/7 availability for us, being able to talk to a live person. And another big thing for me, one of the biggest things for me, is spread, right? So you'll learn that spread is the difference between the buying price and the asking price. And a lot of spreads get opened up wider and wider depending on who the broker is that you use. So imagine you're using the strategy that I teach you, right? And I teach you how to get into a trade, and you execute a trade and you say, okay, cool. When the trade gets to, let's say it's a buy order, right? And for a buy order, your sell price has to exceed the target buy price in order for your trade to automatically close, right? So let's say we get into a buy order. Let's say we get into a buy on UJ and you buy at 108.750 and you set a target for 109.000. That's 25 pips. The sell price has to exceed 109.000. Now, if you've got a big spread, let's just say the trade goes up, right? And the buy price gets to 109.000, but the sell price is at, I don't know, 108.993. Literally 7 pips away. But if it goes up and it turns around, that trade will not automatically close out because the spread was too big and the spread kept you from closing out that trade automatically. And unless you're sitting there watching that trade and you go and close it out manually, you can literally have a winning trade become a losing trade. Trust me, it's happened to me. It's happened to all of my business partners. It's happened to all of my students. And you don't want that to happen because your broker opens the spread up for you at your target areas and you can't confidently set a trade and set it and forget it and check on your trade a few hours later or wait to get an alert on TradingView and see that your trade closed out, but you got to stare at the chart the whole time and then close out the trade manually. You don't want to have to do that. You want to trust that your broker will allow your trades to go to profit and that you can actually get those trades closed out by the broker with profit so you can literally live that set it and forget it philosophy and mentality that I teach all of my students. And I believe that Prosperity is one of the very few brokers that actually does allow that, because there are some out there that will literally wait to your trade to get to target area and then open up the spread wider and wider and wider and make it harder and harder and harder for your trade to close out. And you have to go in there and close out manually. But that means you're a slave to the charts. I don't teach you a style where you're a slave to the charts. I teach you a style where you are free from the charts and the charts free you from your job or from your stressful situation. That's what I teach. So you need to make sure you've got a platform that allows you to do that seamlessly and consistently. And I truly believe that Prosperity FX is that platform. So that's my opinion. I would recommend that you use them as your broker as well, especially if you're working with me or with my wife, because when you get on a live trading call with us, if we see a setup, we're taking that setup, right? And we call signals out every single day. We believe in feeding the fam. Like, that's what we love to do. We love to see traders eat. We love to help people win. So if you're taking a trade with us, doesn't it make sense to be on the same brokerage platform as us, right? Like, you want to be able to execute a trade at the same time as us, have the same targets as us. And that way, when we cash out, you cash out. And as professional traders, we cash out consistently. You smell me. Anyway, you want to make sure you've got that experience. You want to make sure that you've got the tools and you got the resources readily available for you. So that way you can have the best experience possible. And once again, I just think Prosperity FX is the platform of choice for a beginner trader who is well on their way to becoming a 6, 7, or like my mentor says, an unlimited income earner, unlimited figure income earner, right? So that's my thoughts. That's my opinion. Somewhere around this video, maybe above me, on the side of me, below me, maybe everywhere on this video, I don't know, there's going to be a link for you to go ahead and get your own account with Prosperity. My advice to you is this: click that link. Click that link, get yourself a live account with Prosperity, fund it. Oh, another one that I absolutely love about Prosperity: you don't need to have $25,000 to fund a live account. You don't need $5,000. You don't even need $1,000, right? Like, you only need $10 to fund your live account with Prosperity. That's crazy. There's some brokers out there that make you fund an account with $500, $1,000, a minimum of $10,000, things like that. With Prosperity, it's literally just $10. Now, full transparency, we don't recommend that you only start out with $10 because we teach you a way to trade where you actually will, you'll need to have about 10 to 15, maybe even 20 pips worth of stop loss swing room, right? And you don't want your trade to be to go through the swing room and then turn around and go to profit, but it stop you out because you've got such a small account. But with that said, they do allow you to start an account with just $10. And another thing that I love, I'll say this and I'll shut up, get rid of this video and get you on to the next video. The next thing that I love about Prosperity is the fact that in order to withdraw your money, It's a minimum withdrawal of 50 bucks. Whereas there are some brokerage firms where you literally have to first make a huge deposit, right? And then you actually have to turn that deposit over a few times before you can make a withdrawal at all, right? Like I've actually been with some of those brokerages. I remember I started with one account, 500 bucks, and earned like $1,000. And I was like, okay, cool. I want to take 200 bucks out and I want to take my wife to dinner. And I went to go take that money out, and I couldn't make a withdrawal without them charging me 20% of what I wanted to withdraw. And when I reached out and I was like, well, why is that? They said, oh, it's because you haven't turned your account over 3 times yet. You only turned it over twice. You got to turn it over 3 times before we allow you to make a withdrawal. Otherwise, you can make a withdrawal, but it's at a 20% penalty. I was like, what in the world? That's crazy. With Prosperity, whether you turn the account over a bunch of times or not, it's your money. As long as it's a minimum of 50 bucks, you can withdraw your cash, and it's literally in your account in a matter of 45 minutes, an hour max. So that's why I love Prosperity FX. I think you'll have an incredible experience with them if you decide to make them your broker like we did. So again, click the link that's somewhere around this video. Click the link. Sign up for Prosperity, get a live account. There's another video where we actually walk you through setting up your live account. So if you'd like some help with that, just look for that next video where we actually walk you through setting up your live account with Prosperity. And that's all I got for you. Just once again, yours truly, MJ Worthmore, legalconartist.com. Bang, bang. Worthmore gang, baby. Talk to you soon. See you in the next video. Peace.